Welcome to the Advocate for Environment project. Do you know how important responsible consumption and production are? After watching this video, you will be able to answer this question. You will also have a better understanding of the consequences of overconsumption and overproduction, and how you can be a more responsible consumer. Have you ever reflected upon your consumption habits? Responsible consumption and production is one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals established by the United Nations. According to the UN, sustainable consumption and production is about doing more and better with less. It is also about decoupling economic growth from environmental degradation, increasing resource efficiency and promoting sustainable lifestyles. To reach this goal, it is essential that we manage our shared natural resources and, of course, that we are responsible when disposing of harmful waste and pollutants. This doesn't apply only to companies or businesses, but also to us at our homes. We should always be careful about the products we dispose in the sink, for example. Consumption and production are what keeps the economy afloat. For the economy to thrive, there needs to be a balance between consumption and production. However, in the capitalist world that we live in, overconsumption and, as a consequence, overproduction have become a problem. Overproduction happens when the production of goods exceeds the needs of the consumers. This leads to the products being wasted and often thrown away. Did you know that almost a fifth of all food available to consumers globally is wasted or overeaten? Overconsumption, on the other hand, is when consumers go overboard and consume in excess. Both overproduction and overconsumption have negative environmental effects, such as contributing to global warming, loss of resources, or pollution. The consequences of these issues is easily seen in the non-developed countries, where part of humanity pays a high price for the excessive production and consumption that happens in more developed countries. As we can see, the excessive production and consumption of goods is something that needs to be stopped. We live in a society where we are constantly influenced to consume more. We believe that by getting more and more material things, our happiness will increase. Sometimes we buy things we don't even need or even use to feel better or to relieve stress. Some people buy things they don't even like for status or to fit into a group. But do we need to do this? The satisfaction we feel when acquiring new unnecessary goods is only temporary and will eventually fade away, leaving us with a desire to acquire more goods to feel better again. What if we thought twice? Do I really need to buy this? How many of these do I already have? Can I make a more sustainable choice? Overconsumption and overproduction can have a disastrous consequence for the planet, the economy, and also for humanity, specifically for those living in third world countries. It is our responsibility to be responsible consumers. Remember Jacques-Yves Cousteau's words: overconsumption and overpopulation underlie every environmental problem we face today, and join the fight against unsustainable consumption. Thank you for watching this video on responsible consumption and production. So the question is, will you be more careful about your own consumption from now on?